Hello Virgos, how are you doing? This is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello, how are you? And girls and women and everyone out there. Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to have a look into your energies right now. Please know that this is a channel for personal and spiritual growth. So that's what you get. That's what you get, Virgos. No, sweethearts. It's all with love and light. Please take it with a grain of salt, obviously. I don't think shadow work has to be, sad and, so hard all the time. I think we can have a little bit of fun, too, on this spiritual journey, 100%. What I was giving for you in the written channeling before I started your video recording here was relief and a much needed change. So some of you may have gone through it. The fact that I mentioned shadow work to you right now, and that it doesn't have to be all grim and dark all the time, but it can also be fun, like lots of fun. Once you have like the mother load of things done and transformed, I want to say, then comes a different part, a different experience of how you go through these things, because along the journey you would have acquired a bunch of techniques and things that just work for you to work through certain topics, and that can be fun because those things can go really fast, transmute within an instant, much needed change, and then you're free of it, and then new energies can come in. So this is quite wonderful. Let's have a look into this for you and see what you need to know right now. This one, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll show you in a minute. I just wanted to say, lost my train of thought. It might come back. When it's important, it's going to come back for sure. You have the Eight of Wands, so fast-moving energies for you right here. I'm getting throat, a little bit of throat. So boundaries, restrictions, honoring yourself and others. Yeah, speaking your truth, like from your heart. I'm seeing other people here sparking, or something that has sparked your interest. Could also be guides, in the spiritual realm that have sparked your interest, but something's moving quite fast. Possibly also for the need of some change here in your life, and to bring you relief in a certain situation. Okay, what else? Or you may have recently gone through it. This one, no. This one, yes. You're getting ready. Yeah, this one, yes. You have the Three of Wands and then the High Priestess. Quite powerful, I have to say. I'm really being taken into your internal world here with the Three of Wands. You're so ready for it. Like, dude, you're just waiting on that wave that you can take off so that change can take place. But you're ready for it. Like, you've been in preparation for this for such a long, long time, Virgos, okay? Such a long time, and you're just there. Let's go. Like, you're ready is what I hear. Like, you've done your part for sure. Now we need to wait on the ocean to bring you this wave that you can catch, but you're ready, like more ready than the others that are there, I want to say, okay? Because this feels very much like built up energy. You've done all the work that you needed to be doing. Let's go. It's that energy. Then you have the High Priestess here with a number 2, Major Arcana. So that is taking me to your internal worlds and all the work that you've been doing and all the energy work you're able to do right now. For example, sitting in meditation and channeling those higher light energies, higher light codes, bringing them to your heart, but then also connecting your body with Mother Earth. So the lower 3 chakras, to really be able to bring things about, manifesting things, but for the highest good of all, like from a very different place. But you're ready to go. Like, I can feel your energies here. It's like, let's go. Nice, really nice. Yeah. Gateway of Light activation wants to come in. I'm also very drawn to the blue agate here. Very interesting. Third eye. Very fitting with the High Priestess. I almost want to put it on her third eye. Maybe you have a lot of enhanced third eye activity. It can manifest in terms of headaches or something like that, but a strong activity here. So maybe you, again, High Priestess would denote that you've done a lot of work with the upper chakras, okay? Remember to ground yourself too. The lower 3 chakras are just as important, okay? They all meet in the heart space. Really important. What do we have for Virgos, please? What does Virgo need to know? Yes, seeing without the eyes is what they're showing me. seeing without your eyes, seeing more than other people. I think that's why they kept pointing this out, and this is not in the sense of better. You're just ready because you see things that other people cannot currently perceive, maybe for their state of evolution, like internally, maybe for their consciousness, like how far they dare to walk already down those rabbit holes, or, you know, shadow work, because you can show them. You can show them that this can be work. This can be exciting. I mean, yes, it can be work, but it can also be fun, is what I'm meaning to say. This can be fun too, right? Yeah, absolutely. And especially, you know, the rewards are quite rewarding. So yeah, and not just for self, this one, yeah. Wow. Ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries. Remember when throat chakra was coming in and I said like boundaries? Also terms of shadow work, you know, karmic release, healing the lineage. We had relief here too. There's definitely something, like you worked through a huge chunk here, Virgos, to be able to be where you are. And there's a huge sense of you're either already teaching other people how to do this, or you will be stepping into this position of teaching other people how to do this. Because people can notice by your raised vibration, you are different. You're no longer the same person that you used to be 5 years ago, a year ago. You are not. Things have changed. You've learned how to set boundaries for yourself, how to establish yourself, how to, you know, receive reciprocity. Right? You give something out, something else comes back, right? So that type of a dynamic, but energetically too. It's not just through speaking, but this is an energetic thing too. This is when you start to feel worthy of receiving all those things. This is when they usually come in. Read this now. Please know that you have ancestors around. And the funny thing is, the more we heal our ancestral lineage, and I mentioned the meditation, the ritual meditation over on Universal Power Meditations. That can also be found for free, by the way, on my Patreon. So you don't have to be a member. You just click on it over on Patreon. I can link it down below for you if you want. Well, you can't really say anything right now, so I'll just do it and you click it or not. I'm just always acting like you're there. Please tell me, Virgo, what's happening. What was I going to say? Yeah, the more you heal that ancestral lineage, and in that meditation, there are healings of the divine feminine line and the divine masculine line. I highly recommend it if you're working with these topics. It's a really beautiful one. And then that is strengthened, and then that becomes healthy again, because you're actually doing some clearing, or already did so much clearing. That's actually what I get for the majority of you here, that you were already involved in so much healing, and your ancestors are ever so grateful to you for going through this journey and for bringing them release and relief, because it's not just for you that relief, it's for them as well, that someone would dare to come and resolve those patterns. And this isn't easy to do, because usually you would be planted into a family system where things are out of whack so that you may do your part to restore that family line to a more healthy place. And that does not mean you have to do all the work by yourself. You just do what you feel called to do, and then you leave the rest. And occasionally it would call you back, and then you make that decision again. Would I like to do this or no? But it brings a lot of relief. So your ancestors are actually thankful. They're thanking you for doing this work, for having done this work, for being so brave and courageous to step out of that line, because that takes guts. It does take guts. And it could also have meant to actually leave some of your family members behind. Yeah, or your whole family possibly in some of your cases. I'm sorry if that happened to you. Please know that the bond is still there, okay? The bond is still there. No matter how toxic that was, the bond is still there. We can still send out love and light, okay? All right, one more, and then we'll take it over to Patreon. We're working with the crystallery. So working with crystals may become more and more important. I'm now also getting like a little bit here in the back of my head, like a little bit, not a sensation, but it almost feels like pressure, excuse me. So yeah, pressure in the back of my head. So you may be feeling this. I'm still pondering if that has to do with the third eye, because I'm getting now different points on my head. Some of you are doing acupressure. Please know that intuitively, we often as high priests and high priestesses know intuitively where to press, what to do, which hand movement we should be engaged in. Okay, this plays a role bigger than we might think. This one, yes. Wow. Chrysocolla, what do you need? What do you need? I feel this is your time now. Again, this is your time. What do you need? It's beautiful. There's like a lot of ancient Egyptian imagery in this card. I feel like this is what I perceive this to be today. Yeah, to assume your throne, to also, you know, in terms of reciprocity, what do you need? If you give out an energy, you also need to bring it back. If you're working out or, you know, doing some sort of an exercise, you would need to fuel your body. You would have to feed it good food so that that works. Because if you just exercise and, you know, run around like crazy, never put food in, it's not a good situation, right? So it needs to be balanced. I feel this is what this is calling to, and your needs, okay? And to communicate your needs and to honor your needs here, 1111. There's also something about the snakes here. Getting a little bit of jealousy. There could be jealousy around you. Snakes are usually like a symbol of transformation, and I'm sure you've gone through a bunch of transformations here, but I'm more so seeing this as, you know, be mindful of the snakes in the grass. And this can arise, you know, envy, jealousy can arise when we're shining ever so brightly. And this is something we just learn to deal with and no longer take it personally, because it has nothing to do with you. What this has to do with is with the person being held up a mirror, aka you, and they see their potential. But one that takes work to actually stand in, okay? To stand in such glory and such light, it does take work. Like, you would have to do shadow work to shine this bright. But when you have a person that's not willing to do so, then what they see in you is something that seems unachievable or that seems like too much work. So there's rather the sense of envy or jealousy. Please know this, and you can easily cap that, I want to say, okay? So yeah, and not to take it personally, because this is about the other person, not about you, okay? Yeah, that's what they wanted to say. All right, sweethearts, keep shining your light, please. This is wonderful. And we're now taking it over to Patreon if you would like to follow us and see more about the unfoldment of your reading here. So basically the rest of your reading. Yeah, I do not know what's going to come in for you. So we'll have to find that out for ourselves. And yeah, we'll definitely pull more cards here to find out what's next here for you. It's 11:11 a month. The link down to Patreon is down below. Please know that I've significantly slowed down what I'm putting out there on this channel for personal reasons, and also because I really want to do it when I feel like it and no longer feel like, and this is my own thing. None of you ever demanded anything from me. It's just like my own thing. I need to learn how to, you know, balance my energies as well, and how to do it when I feel like I really, really want to do it and not feel I have to do it because I said I was gonna put out X amount of readings a week. Plus, it's just not possible right now, okay? So we'll take it over. If you want to follow us, you're more than welcome. And I'm sending you so, so much love, light, and shadow, my friends. And I'll see you next time or over on Patreon. I hope this served you well. Bye.